See, it says development on it. Development board. Hi there, Adam here. Today we're going to do an UnBrickable mod on a Samsung Captivate. Now, for those who don't know, the UnBrickable mod, the way it works is it basically modifies the internal electronics of the device and turns it into a development board. Now, what I consider to be a development board is that which cannot be bricked by software, only hardware, and that's what this provides. You can always bring back an UnBrickable modded device by just uploading firmware via USB. So, let's get started. Alright, here we have a Samsung Captivate, and we are going to apply UnBrickable mod to it. So the first thing we have to do is to remove some screws. And now we'll use a case opener tool to separate the front from the back. Next we can disconnect the antenna, the headphone jack, the camera, and the display, as well as the touch connector. Now we can go ahead and remove this screw that secures the speaker, and the board should just come right out. Now we can remove this EM shield, and let's get a closer look with the microscope. Now the idea behind UnBrickable mod is that we want to remove this resistor right here, and then jumper this point to this point. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so now what you're looking at over here is actually a picture of the board under this microscope that I've got here on my desk. And what we've got going on is, as you can see over here on this connection, over here on this connection, that is the actual XOM5 pin that goes into the processor. And what we've done is we've jumpered it high using this value right here from XOM1. Now, I went through and I mapped out all these pins a long time ago. Don't need to worry about it anymore. It's been done. The XOM5 value, what it does is it actually switches the device over so that instead of booting from the NAND and then booting from the USB device, whatever that may be, this switches it around so it first gives it 10 seconds to boot from the USB device, and then it boots from the NAND. Now the way we can test this thing out is just to directly connect it up to the computer. And it appears to be working properly. I can see a new device called Samsung Electronics CL Ltd. Let's switch over to the desktop now, shall we? You can see on the screen the UnBrickable Resurrector in Linux is picking up this device, and down here you can see that this Samsung Electronics Corporation Ltd is there. Now watch what happens when I remove it and plug it back in. So this board is being detected as a SPI PC110 development board at this point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put this device back together now that we've tested it, and we'll finish up the resurrection process. Let's go ahead and put this device into download mode using the UnBrickable Resurrector. Now what this does is we connect up the device, and you notice that it says it's connected. So we follow the instructions on the screen. It asks us to put in a password so that we can access the Linux device. So we put in the password, and the first thing it does is it uploads Rebellos, Elite Recognized Developer Rebellos' HIBL to the device. Then it uploads an SBL that's been specially modified to put the device into download mode, and only into download mode. So you'll notice that it says download mode on the screen, but if you're not using something that has the screen on it, you've also got this indicator right here that shows you that the device is in fact in download mode. Now there's a third option here which I have running, and that is just to use the LSUSB command over and over again to find out what mode the device is in. So now that we've gone ahead and put the device into download mode, let's go ahead and download it. I've got this Samsung Captivate Heimdall one-click, and this uploads a rooted stock image to the device. And we'll go ahead and let this thing finish up. And that's how you do the UnBrickable mod. That's about all there is to it. Now, there are a couple of things that I do want to mention. Now, when doing soldering on such a small scale, always leave well enough alone. If it works and you can prove it works, don't go any further. Having a microscope can be a burden because it not only makes it so that you can see everything really well, but you start paying a lot more attention to things. So you end up, if you're a perfectionist like me, you end up going too far. And you just have to learn, you know, you're looking at something that's smaller than you can really see with your own eyes. So if you have the desired results, leave it alone. That's about all for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and add me to your circles on Google+. Go to plus.AdamOutler.com. Until next time, hack on.